So my name is John Bonilla, and today I'm going to talk to you about what type of person you should not date. This video is intended for that person who wants to find the right one, that wants to be madly in love with that person, and that would like to one day marry, the right one. So, and I would like to make a quick disclaimer that I am not a coach, I am not a psychologist, I am not a doctor. I am not a dating expert. These are my opinions, my personal opinions, and if you don't agree with it, it's perfectly fine. You have your ideas, I have my ideas. So I hope you guys don't get offended to it. So number one, the type of person that you should not date, which is kind of obvious, but a lot of times people they push it on the side, is if you don't have chemistry with that person, do not date that person. That person may be a wonderful person. He or she may be a wonderful friend, a wonderful mentor, but if you don't feel that chemistry, whether it could be sexually, mentally, literate, just don't go on a date. Or if you have gone already on a date, leave it at that. Don't waste his or her time, because at the long run, you guys might hurt each other. So you guys might just, call it a day and just be like, you know what? You're a great person, but I felt that there was no chemistry. So let's just leave it at that. And if that other person is insisting, but no, get to let me, know me a little bit better. If you want to go on a second date, that's totally up to you, but you were honest with that person. So if something goes wrong, or if that person, doesn't get a third date out of you, at least you were honest with that person. And which that brings me to number two. You should never date a person that's very dishonest. Now, everyone has their secrets. Some are little, some are big, some are small. But you should never not when I mean married, I mean date. You should never date a person that's known to lie about their age, lie about their success, lie about, it could be something so stupid. Just don't date a liar. Because when you're dating a liar, you have to think of it like this. That person may be great, maybe, when you guys go out, maybe the life of the party. But you have to remember, that person, you can't really blame them because they already programmed to lie. So when a person is already programmed to lie, in a relationship, they're going to lie. They could lie about a lot of things. They could lie about calling you. They could lie about texting you at a certain hour, because they're already programmed in their heads to lie. Now, the other type of person that you should not date is a jealous guy or a jealous girl. Number one, because you will find that relationship could be so constricting and basically not healthy for either you or her or him, because it's going to turn into fights. If that person is very jealous, it means that person has a big insecurity, and he's always or she's always going to be jealous, calling you. What are you doing? Why are you not home at this time? Why aren't you, sleeping? Why aren't you picking up your mom? It could be something stupid, but that person is always going to find an excuse to call you to see what are you doing, what are you up to. And I don't think that's very healthy. I think it's very beautiful and when you're dating someone to tell them your daily routine, but it should come from the heart. It should never feel like a homework, assignment. Oh, I have to tell him or I have to tell her a daily log of what I'm going to do, because it's not healthy for you or him or vice versa. The other type of person that you should not date is a married man. Now this, or married woman, but I'm going to get to that. But you should never date a married man, because for three reasons. Number one, he has a wife. Number two, he's not going to leave his wife because he met you. Number three, if there are kids involved, he's really not going to leave his wife. You have to think, a married guy, you have to think of it like this. If you're dating a married guy, or if you plan to go on a date with a married guy, it's not your fault that his wife is not fulfilling his needs. You have to program that to yourself. It's not my fault that, he is trying to date me or he is not happy in the relationship, because it's not your fault that his wife is not fulfilling his needs. A guy dates for a lot of reasons. It could be for that. It could be because he wants something new. He wants to try something fresh. His wife probably has kids and she's focused on the kids. So, he wants some attention. And that's why sometimes they go, the other way and they try to find, the mistress. So you should never date a married guy because at the end of the day, now this video, as I said, it's for that person that wants to find the right one. So if you're doing that, if you're dating a married guy because he's giving you money, purses, trip, hey, that's, that's totally up to you. But this is for the person, as I said, that wants to find the right one and that wants to get married with the right one. So if you're dating a married guy, you're just wasting your time. Don't do it. It may be hard at first, but just break up with that relationship if you're dating. And if you're not dating, don't even consider it. Stay away from it. Now, guys, you should never, this is my advice, you should never really date a freshly divorced woman. Why? Because I have found with freshly divorced ladies, they just want to have fun. You can't really blame them. They have probably been in a 4, 10, 3-year married relationship, and they want their freedom. Now they want their voice to be heard. So a lot of freshly divorced ladies, they like to go on casual dates. They like to mingle. They like to just go on mini dates. They don't want nothing serious because they already been married and they don't want to be married too soon. So if you're a guy that's considering to date a freshly divorced lady, just take that into consideration. Don't blame her for not taking things, too fast. Don't blame her for not trying to date you exclusively because she wants to have her time. She wants to have fun. She wants to see what's out there, because she has missed so much opportunity probably in her married life. Now she wants to go out and wild. It doesn't happen all the time, but from what I have seen, that's usually the case. The other type of person you should not marry is if you see that a person is not goal-oriented. Maybe if you're a person that's goal-oriented, but you see that the other person is not goal-oriented, that's lazy, don't date that person because at the end of the day, I feel like you're going to get stressed over the partner that you chose or that person that you're dating. So don't do that to yourself. And I think that's it, guys. I'm sorry if I rumbled a lot, but this is my first video. Oh, I'm sorry, I kind of burped a little bit. So take care, guys, and I hope I didn't offend no one.